Hello Scorpio, I hope you're all doing great and thanks for tuning into my channel. This is your March Tarot and Oracle card reading for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs, and it's to give you mainly a good overall view of the energies that are at play during the month of March for you. And being a general reading, it will cover all areas: work, love, career, home and family, anything that comes up that's important for you to know about. And you've got a new moon and a lineup of planets in your 5th house of fun, romance, creativity and children mid-month. So this is lovely energy together with a full moon at the end of March in your spiritual 12th house. So it'll be interesting to see what comes up for you, Scorpio, in your March reading. And in Aries season, starting on the 20th, you've got the Sun and Venus coming into your 6th house of health and well-being and daily routines. So you might decide to start up a new diet and exercise program, that sort of thing. And you have transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. So that's exciting. And you also have cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. You might decide to do a bit of a detox as well with that card coming out. And all that water energy, which is your energy. And it's about mind, body and spirit purification as well. So can we have some messages for our Scorpio, please, for March? And you have self-confidence. Number 6, strong self-belief and a sense of worth. And I'm putting up some healthy boundaries here as well from this card. And I got that energy from Cancer's reading as well. And you also have Dragonfly 36. You bring light to this world. So that's great energy as well. So we'll get into your tarot now, Scorpio. Can we have some guidance for our Scorpios, please, for the month of March 2021? What's happening for our Scorpios? Show us clearly. So your first card out is Call number 20, which is the Judgment card in traditional tarot. And then you have the Four of Earth, or the Four of Pentacles. And the Eight of Earth. Eight of Pentacles. A lot of Earth energy coming out. The World. Number 21. The Eight of Air. And the King of Air. And we'll get another one for your outcome. What is the outcome for Scorpio, please, for March? What's that outcome? And you have the King of Earth and the Six of Earth come out. More Earth energy. So staying grounded, it seems here, with the Earth energy, Scorpio. Focusing on the practical details, that sort of thing. I'm going to clarify the cards with the Energy Oracle, see if we can get a bit more information for you, for our Scorpios. Oh. And we had the Angel of Strength come out with the call. And then you have financial constraints with the Four of Earth, which makes sense, and adjacent possibilities with the Eight of Earth, and contract with the World, journey number 2 with the Eight of Air, and action with the King of Air, and the 7th chakra or crown chakra with your outcome cards, Archangel Uriel. And I might get another one for your first card, the Angel of Strength. We've got indecision with the Angel of Strength and call. And on the bottom is patience. And that was on the bottom for Cancer as well. Often the water signs have similar readings. And this is all about divine timing and divine support as well. With the angel there. So, I'm getting to your reading here, Scorpio. So you have early March. Oh, before I start, if you haven't watched my videos before, how the monthly readings work is that this is the beginning of March through to the middle of March, and these cards would represent around the end of March, probably the time of the full moon in Libra. I've got a full moon in Libra on the 28th. So it's a progressive time reading, you might say. So these cards here represent early March, and you've got the call with indecision and the Angel of Strength. And then you have the Four of Earth and the Eight of Earth. So with this call card, the call card can be actually about having an important decision to make and being at a crossroads. So that's interesting. And of course, this sort of energy requires strength of will, and the call or judgment card, which is its traditional name, can be about finding your true calling or a rebirth, transformation, that sort of thing. And it can also be about second chances and forgiveness, or being at an important crossroads in your life where a decision about your future needs to be made. And that's the stage that you're at here, Scorpio, at the beginning of March. And this indecision card is more or less clarifying the call, saying that that's what's happening here. It's an important decision. Having said that, it could also be that you're going through a transformation or a rebirth, or even a spiritual enlightenment, or giving someone a second chance, all that sort of thing as well. So you might be facing an important decision early March, and what this situation involves will be different for all of you, being a general reading. But it often involves some sort of karmic contract with another person or people, often a partner or a family member, or even a child if you have children. But whatever it is, one cycle is ending in your life and another one is beginning, which is why it's called a rebirth or call. And being karmic in nature, it involves choices that you made in the past that are having a big effect on what's happening now. So what is happening now was inevitable, you might say, like the traditional Judgment Day that this card represents. Unlike the transformation of the Death card or the Tower, it's not a sudden change. It's more of an ongoing change and transformation in your life, and it's karmic in nature. And these karmic contracts are always intense to deal with. And judgment, like the Death card, is also ruled by Pluto, your ruler, Scorpio. So if anyone can deal with this intense energy, it's you. And often it doesn't help when the Judgment card comes up that people around you are often making or passing judgments about the situation, getting their 2 cents worth in, you might say, and confusing the issue. And you might also feel too harshly judged in whatever this situation is, Scorpio. So you often need to put some sort of healthy boundaries in place in this sort of situation to stop this from happening, because people can be very harsh critics, and you often find out who your true friends and allies are in this situation. But ultimately, Scorpio, what is being asked of you here is to make the choice based on your higher self and guidance from the divine, and don't settle for less than what you feel you deserve in this situation or what everyone else thinks would be the best thing for you to do. And it could be that you decide to move on from a situation and make a fresh start, or you could decide to forgive and forget and give someone a second chance. It's totally up to you here, Scorpio. But whatever decision you make, the Call card always suggests that you can't go back to the way things were before. That cycle is over and everything is different now. And with all these earth cards surrounding this in your reading, it can be a strong guide to try and stay grounded. Staying grounded, especially with the Four of Earth here, and financial constraints, which is essentially one of the messages of the Four of Earth, been feeling like you have financial constraints on you and you're holding on to your resources because you're not sure what's going to happen, what the outcome of this decision is going to be. So staying grounded and thinking about what are the practical steps that you need to make now to ensure a firm and stable foundation and protecting what is yours. And often you may be feeling these financial constraints with the Four of Earth because you might have been in a better financial situation before, but you weren't happy. The situation wasn't making you feel fulfilled. So you've left behind that situation and now maybe you're facing a different situation where you haven't got as many finances coming in as what you had before. But this looks like it might be about to change because you've got the Eight of Earth here and adjacent possibilities. So it looks like a new source of income might be coming in for you here. And to look at ways of increasing your resources or earning more money that you might not have considered before in this adjacent possibilities card. And it could also be that new doors are going to be opening up for you that you hadn't thought of before. And this energy could be coming in with the new moon. And we have a new moon in your fellow water sign of Pisces on the 13th of March, and I feel these cards are representing that time. And you have the new moon in your 5th house of creativity, so it's about thinking of creative ways to bring in more income, basically, like a lucrative side hustle, that sort of thing. Because the new moon often opens doors for us that we previously thought were closed or hadn't even considered before. And there is growth here. There's growth and abundance coming in here. And this is also a card of creativity in a way, because it's showing a musical instrument, which is a creative outlet. So you might be facing a similar situation to what I faced when I realised I couldn't work as a nurse anymore, and I had to give that up for health reasons. And now I'm doing readings, and I could never make the income doing readings that I made working as a nurse, but I'm much happier now doing what I do now, and more fulfilled, you might say. And I could never make a steady income. It doesn't look like I would ever make a steady income out of reading the tarot. I have to think of other ways to bring in extra money as well. So I feel that's a similar sort of situation that you're facing here, Scorpio, with this energy. And here you've got the World card and the contract, and you have the Eight of Air and Journey, and then you have the King of Air and the King of Pentacles with the Six of Earth. So these cards here represent later on in March, and it looks like there's an improvement in your situation here with the World clarified by the contract card. Because funnily enough, the World card comes after Call, or the Judgment card. Call is number 20 and the World card is number 21, and it's coming out underneath the Call card for you, which tells me that this is a important new cycle opening up for you here, Scorpio, full of new opportunities and promise. And I feel that the World card being here is a really good sign for you, because it shows that you've made the right decision. Whatever indecision you were facing early on in March has now been resolved, and this new cycle is opening up for you with the World, and in a really positive way, since the World is one of the victory or success cards in tarot. A successful completion of a cycle here. And also creating this stable home life and home base for yourself as well, and taking advantage of any new opportunities that may arise, these adjacent possibilities that you had opening up for you before, and knowing that you're exactly where you need to be at this time in order to be able to manifest your dreams and follow your calling or your true path. And there may be a contract involved of some sort, but it doesn't have to be. Just take what resonates with your situation. It could represent something to do with a marriage, that's a contract, or it could be a work contract. And this contract card to me looks very much like the Justice card in tarot. So I feel it's indicating that things are coming back into balance for you, Scorpio. A ruling made in your favour, so to speak. But not letting fears and insecurities hold you back from this. Letting go of the past. Going through this transformation. And you did have this transformation card here. A fresh new way of living emerges. And also, having self-confidence is important. Strong belief and a sense of worth here. So that you don't get stuck in this Eight of Swords energy. And rise above any negative influences here. And maybe looking at the situation from a different or higher perspective would help as well. And I feel she's releasing her fears and insecurities here. And this is clarified by this journey card. And this journey card for me is just full of little messages. She's on a new path, and the way ahead is being lit for her. There's a light from above, which suggests to me that the divine is lighting the way or illuminating the way for you. And it's night time, so it's a night journey. So it could be having gone through a dark night of the soul, something like that. Or it could be a message to pay attention to your dreams, being the night time here. And also, she's taking too much baggage with her here as well. And the Eight of Swords is all about being weighed down by baggage. And you don't want to be taking all this into this new cycle with you. Dump it over the edge here, Scorpio. And she's not going to need it here on this new path that's opening up for her here. And I feel that this is also the message. The cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. And also this dragonfly. You bring light into the world. And she is holding up a little light here. So, moving forward and releasing all your fears and insecurities here, Scorpio, and maybe taking a different perspective of the situation. And that's what the King of Air does, or the King of Swords. And this is Aquarius, Gemini or Libra area energy, and he could be representing the full moon in Libra at the end of the month. And this is in your 12th house of spirituality. And purging and releasing and reflecting on everything that's gone before. And he has come out with the action card here. So towards the end of the month, I feel things are really moving forward for you here, and it could be with the help of an air sign, or he could represent an authority figure in your life, or a father figure, or a boss who helps you to move forward in some way. Or it could just be the energy of the King of Earth, and he looks at a situation from all angles with a clear head and a thought out approach. He doesn't let his emotions sway him too much, and then he formulates a plan of action for the future, and he never goes blindly ahead into anything, and that's the secret of his success. The King of Air. And taking a logical approach, I guess, you would say with this card. And you have the King of Earth coming out here as well. And this is Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn energy. So it could be that a Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn is important in your life towards the end of March. And the King of Earth is actually a great card to get in your outcome position, because he represents positive energy coming into your home, your finances, an improvement in health and work and career as well. All the tangible things in life. The King of Earth represents an improvement in all those areas for you towards the end of March. So he's a great card to get in your outcome position here. It shows that this energy that you had before, this Four of Earth, and feeling like you have to hang on to every little bit of money that you have, and having financial constraints and all this sort of thing. This is, the King of Earth is indicating that this situation is going to improve, and he can even indicate wealth or the potential for wealth as well. And taking a practical approach, and like the King of Air, he also makes a solid plan for the future and doesn't go into any new ventures without thinking things through properly. And then you have the Six of Earth with this lovely card of the seventh chakra, or the crown chakra, Archangel Uriel. And I feel this is saying, don't forget your divine connection here as well, Scorpio. Don't forget that you can ask for divine help at any time. And the crown chakra is here at the top of the head, and it's our connection to the divine, and it's this lovely violet colour. And often when you've been completed a karmic cycle, which is what I feel is happening here for you, Scorpio, the divine rewards you in some way for having successfully completed the karmic cycle with a gift in one form or another. And the Six of Earth, I feel, is representing this gift that is coming in for you with the full moon in Libra at the end of the month. there's a really beautiful energy coming in for you here after what may have been a difficult time of a difficult decision or a challenging situation that you faced earlier on. So I'm going to finish off your reading, Scorpio, with some Lovers Oracle cards. See what's happening in your relationships. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. It's interesting. That one's never come out before. Then you have this one. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. And close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So they're your messages for March, Scorpio, and I hope you receive some guidance from that. And if you did like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and tell all your friends. And I hope you have a great month. Bye for now.